Yo, what's up, guys? This is gonna be assignment number 5. Um, I'm gonna be teaching you guys something that not normally a lot of people think about, but I'm gonna teach you basically symmetry. So symmetry is, basically does one side match the other? In light shows, at least for me, there's a sense of balance as you're progressing through the show. And what I mean by that is that many times when people are gloving, when they do like their tech or like when they're just doing kind of like grid work, they tend to lean to just one side, one dominant side when they're gloving. So then like when they're doing their stuff, right, to the lens, they're kind of mostly on this side and they try to use the other side, but they're not really keeping in mind to keep the balance on both sides. So there's kind of like a weight that you feel as you're receiving the show. Most people could be more right heavy or left heavy. So with this assignment, you're going to give a 2-minute light show, gloving, knowing to give symmetry. So your main objective is to try and be symmetrical. And I don't mean like symmetrical, like everything has to be all the same all the time, but more so if you're doing a move on the right, you have to balance it by going to the left and then doing something on the left. And this is kind of like a missing puzzle to people who feel like their shows aren't complete. I get a lot of the time that they don't feel like their shows are complete. It's because one of the reasons being is that you're not using the space. So with this lesson or this assignment, you are not just learning how to be symmetrical, but you are learning how to use the space around you. And let's not get that confused with the term use the space on the scorecard, because that's a totally different thing. But literally, don't be confined to this box that you have here just because there's a lens. You want to stay in the lens for the most part, but don't be confined to just this box. You have to learn how to use the areas around you, because this whole area is your canvas. Your body is the canvas. It's not just here. A lot of people get stuck in this box, and for impacting, that may be cool and all, but I know there's like no impactors in here, so let's try to utilize our space around. Now, on top of that, I'm gonna be teaching you a basic grid. Okay, so basically, the x-axis, the y-axis, and a z-axis. So as you're using your space, I want you to be mindful of these axes here. Remember that utilizing depth between yourself and the camera, that separates a lot of the noob from the pros. Knowing how to go up and down effectively and horizontal effectively. So within this video, I'm gonna be doing maybe like a little show just so you can understand what I'm looking for. Now, I don't want you to like really copy exactly what I'm gonna do, but at least try to understand and see what I'm doing so that you guys can implement it in your shows. And then so I want you to implement that kind of mindset with all your shows that you throw. So this one's kind of a bit weird, but if you have any questions, just ask me. Okay, so here's the show.